Let's talk about our coast. You know Sembawang Park Beach, right? Well, surprise, it got a fair grade for water quality, which is government speak for, maybe don't swim unless you have good insurance. And now, they want to build a shiny new waterfront district there. Look, we're all for development, but not if it turns our beach into a construction site and our fish into chemical experiments. SDP will demand real environmental protection with more regular water testing, with public reporting and strong enforcement against illegal dumping. Because we want to preserve our mangroves, not just margins on spreadsheets. Oh, and to all animal lovers out there, we didn't forget you. We will protect our stray cats by funding food and medical care, offering microchipping and working with volunteers, cat feeders who have been doing this from their own pockets. It's time the government stop acting like it's their playground and your problem. People comes first as well as our four-legged friends. This isn't frivolous policy. This is cultural strength.
So while most children will be born healthy, some will have disabilities, and these will be looked after with comprehensive support for both their healthcare and developmental needs. And this will be provided by a mandatory national health insurance scheme, which includes everyone and is based on risk pooling so that no one is left behind. Rare diseases will be covered by reinsurance, which will also be mandatory for the insurance providers selected for inclusion. After finishing a nationalized preschool education program with standard curriculum, equal access to resources, the children will go to a school within walking distance of their homes. They will have a dedicated teacher who will follow them from P1 to P3 and another from P4 to P6. The teacher will have much less admin work and will be able to nurture the children in partnership with the parents, with small class sizes, so they can get to know the kids. There will be no more PSLE. So the kids can go to programs that suit their needs and their interests, rather than have their futures determined by achievement levels in one single high-stakes exam. For those who are academically inclined, this will go all the way up to the 12th year of school. Then they'll have the opportunity to go to an institute of higher learning, where they'll be eligible for all the scholarships that were previously limited to foreign students and not open to Singaporeans. Once they graduate, they'd be able to compete fairly for jobs with their compatriots and have their basic rights as workers protected, including a living wage. If there are certain areas which were not covered by the local education system and were not perfect, talented foreigners could be brought in for a limited period of time to enable the local graduates to catch up and benefit from technology transfer. They will be encouraged to join small and medium-sized enterprises, which would benefit from government grants and programs to allow them to compete with large multinational companies. And they would be encouraged to start a family by housing grants, preferential allocation of housing, and they could choose open market or non-open market flats depending on their long-term financial plans. They would be able to pay off their mortgages within a relatively short period of time, as the cost of the flats would not include land costs. They would be free to pursue the arts and culture, either in their spare time or if they choose to as a career. Singapore will once again be a regional hub of the film industry, like in the days of Cathay Christ. Our sports teams will be world-class, like our hockey team, which made it to the Melbourne Olympics in 1956. Or our badminton teams, which repeatedly won the Thomas Cup. If the citizen is retrenched, they won't panic because they would have access to retrenchment insurance proposed by the SDP, which pays them a living allowance and is insurance-based, part of CPF, rather than a drain on the national coffers like the current PAP program. If they do retire, they will be eligible for the SDP's senior support scheme, so that our seniors who built the country don't have to spend their last days cleaning toilets or collecting cardboard. Now, I know that this sounds like a kind of utopia, but it is all eminently achievable. The first generation of PAP leaders brought us close to that kind of ideal with national schools, HDB flats, which could be only sold back to the HDB, very good publicly funded healthcare. But unfortunately, we lost our way. And like many countries in the world, we embraced the neoliberal ideas, which decided that the elites should get all the benefits and the rest of us should pay for them. We have an opportunity right now to reverse course for Singapore.
Where is Ong Ye Kung's Sembawang Town Plan? On 7 April, early this month, he announced that the Sembawang Plan for the next 5 years will be published in the coming weeks. It has been 3 weeks, and we are on the second to last day of the campaign. Still no sound, no picture. Meanwhile, the SDP has delivered its own town plan titled Putting the Heart in Heartland for the constituency in the Northern Strategy. The town plan is a people-centered blueprint shaped by the voices of you, the Sembawang residents, aimed at building an inclusive, accessible, and connected community. It prioritizes key improvements like more seating for seniors and lifts on overhead bridges, while also creating support system for youths and plans to protect the environment, animal, and wildlife.
Let's talk about our neighborhood, our town. Sembawang deserves better town management. You deserve towns, estates that are clean, dry, safe, and vibrant. Are you flooding in certain areas? Is it clean? Residents have been talking and complaining, but is the town council listening? SDP heard you. You told us the present set of PAP MPs could not keep the town clean. Mr. Ong Ye Kung is too busy with his 100 horses. He has no time to hear your concerns. No time to respond and solve your problems. We in the SDP will push for better flood management, quicker estate response, safety patrols in quiet zones, upgrades where needed, not where it's politically convenient. Because it's not just about winning elections. It's about doing right after winning your vote. This is how we build a vibrant, caring town.
So Minister Ong Ye Kung was here the night after ours and disappointingly made some false accusations about the SDP, claiming that we copied the PSP on the non-open market BTO Flat Scheme proposal. These are the facts. The Singapore Democratic Party was the first to propose removing land costs from the pricing of public housing flats. In April 2019, the SDP introduced its non-open market scheme, suggesting that Housing and Development Board flats be priced based solely on administrative, material and labor costs, excluding land costs. This approach aimed to make flats more affordable, with estimated prices ranging from 70,000 for 2-room flat to 240,000 for 5-room flats. The Progress Singapore Party, PSP, later proposed a similar concept in February 2023 through its Affordable Home Scheme. Under this proposal, buyers would pay a user price covering construction and a notional location premium, differing the land cost payment until the flat is sold after the minimum occupation period. For instance, a 350,000 flat in Tengah would require an upfront payment of 140,000, with the remaining 210,000 representing the land cost payable upon resale. In summary, the SDP was the first to advocate for excluding land costs from HDB flat prices, introducing its proposal in 2019, while the PSP presented a related scheme in 2023. So how, people? Can we POFMA the minister?
Now look at Finland, a nation of just 5.5 million people, consistently ranked as the happiest country in the world. And what about us, Singapore? We are ranked 35. Now what do Finnish people mean when they say they are happy? To them, happiness doesn't mean more nights at karaoke, singing and drinking, or going to shopping malls. Finnish citizens consistently report that their happiness come from a system where opportunities are distributed fairly, that the people trust their government to work in their interests, and that every individual and citizen feels valued. Now, Singapore can move in this direction. We must. We can expand social safety nets, provide universal health care, reform education to nurture critical thinkers, reduce inequality, and open up policies to be more transparent and responsive. That is the SDP's vision. That is the path to a truly thriving Singapore, one where our people are secure and happy.